Hey guys, Snupy here. In today's video, I'm going to showcase how to get the modern WoW UI introduced in Dragonflight into Classic WoW. I got a bunch of questions about this as I've been playing a lot of Classic lately. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video kind of showcasing how it's done. On the screen right now is how my final result is. It's personally how I like it. But with this UI, the modern UI, the options are endless. You can customize this in any way you want to. The size of everything independently can be changed. It has way more options than the Classic UI. And in my opinion, it just looks better. But yeah, of course, it's personal preference. So yeah, I'm just going to showcase right now how to set it up. It can be a bit daunting at first. So let's dive into this, and I'm going to showcase exactly how it's done. So first things first, the add-on we are using is called Dragonflight UI Classic, made by Karl-Heinz Schneider. This is a great add-on. I've used this for a long time now. In any version of Classic WoW, this will work. So in Classic, Hardcore, of course. You also have, Kata, Sun Mop. This worked in Wrath. Any version, it's going to do just fine. And the ways to pop up the interface, one way is to press Escape. Just go to your main menu. And then Dragonflight UI will be right there. You can also do /DF in the chat. And that will also pop it up. I'm going to move my camera down here. And actually, one more great thing about this UI that's better than the retail version is that the chat is very easy to move. You just unlock it and you can move it like in Classic. While in Dragonfly UI, I have to actually start dragging it in the control center mode, I guess. But yeah, I was going to quickly showcase how I set it up myself. The configuration can look a bit daunting at first. But trust me, it's very easy and simple. So yeah, let's just dive into it. So make no mistake, this add-on changes way more than just your action bar. This changes the whole UI, okay? Your frames, your frame, target frame, profession tab, spellbook tab. In my opinion, it's all just cleaner and better. Your bags, minimap, everything. Pretty much everything. Except for nameplates. But you can also find other add-ons for that. So let's get this started. The main thing that I use it for is the action bars, but the whole UI I think just looks great. So we open the UI, options, Dragonflight UI, main menu, and here we are. You can do profiles too if you want to have different profiles for different scenarios. So yeah, one of the main benefits of this add-on compared to the normal Classic UI, I can change the size of everything independently. So if I want to make my frame bigger than my target frame, or my cast bar, the enemy cast bar, it's great. The possibilities are limitless. In that way, it's the exact same as the retail UI, even though it's not a carbon copy, and it actually has some additional features as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah. So my action bar setup. First things first, you install the add-on. It's going to look something like this. Just make sure you have all your action bars turned on. Action bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn all those on. And it's going to look like this. Personally, I don't like the scrolling of the bars being shown. And I don't like the griffins. And those are attached to action bar 1. So click action bar 1. Scroll down. Griffins. None. And let's see if we can find that. Hide bar scrolling. And also check that box. And there we are. So, if you've seen my UI, I kind of go for a look that's similar to like the Classic UI, but in my opinion, looks way cleaner. I did get some hate, by the way, for using the add-on. People were like, yo, why are you using the retail UI in Classic? But I just love it. I think it's way better. Okay, so the two main things to keep in mind as we do this is the X and Y axis, where it's placed, and the number of rows. That's going to shape the whole UI. So let's start configuring. So personally, what I like doing is getting everything a bit more shifted to the left, and then we're going to squeeze action bar 3, make it 2 rows, and put that to the right of action bar 1 and 2. I'm just going to show it because it can get a bit convoluted to explain without showing. So we're just going to move everything to the left. You can tweak this and get it perfect by also just clicking here, or actually you can't write the value in, but yeah, just clicking and moving it slowly, or you just drag it. We're just going to do this kind of fast now. So it might not be perfectly aligned. But you're going to shift it all a bit to the left. And then we have action bar 1 and 2 like that on top of each other, or 2 on top of 1. Then we'll go to action bar 3, and we're going to make that 2 rows like this. And we're going to put that now right here. That means we're going to move the other action bars out the way like this. Keep in mind, it's like when you move action bar 1, the whole UI shifts. Just keep that in mind as you're trying to configure this. Okay, let's just move these up for now to kind of make this a bit easier to keep track of. There we are. So 4 and 5, move those up. And now we can take action bar 3 and just put it right there. So yeah, you can actually change the size of everything independently. If I want to have one action bar be bigger, just slide it up. As you can see, it looks amazing. It's a bit big now though, but we're going to keep it on 0.80. And then we just click. If you want to get it like finely tuned, I'd say just click at when it close, because if you're sliding it, unless you have very slow mouse speed, it's going to be a bit hard to make it look good and aligned. There we are. So one nice trick here to do to make it actually like centered is you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're going to have 9. So this is 9. So you want this to be like right under your characters. That means we can shift the whole UI a little bit to the right. Action bar 1. Something like that. It's not perfect right now, but it's pretty much centered. Stance bar is connected to action bar 3 now, so we can also change that by just going here, press stance bar, and just slide that to the left. Like so. Personally, like my stance bar to be a little bit smaller than this, so make it smaller. And there we are. Very nice. And now we're left with action bar 4 and 5. Now these, personally, I like having them just be one long line, which is very easy to do with this add-on. So we just go to action bar 4, number of rows. As you can see here, if it's 1 row, it's just one horizontal line. If it's 12 rows, it's a vertical line of action bars. And personally, that's my favorite look. So I'm going to grab that and just move it over here. Sliding it is a bit annoying at times because it goes very fast. But there we are. Again, you can make these bigger as well, smaller, whatever you want. I mean, the best part of the modern WoW UI is just the unlimited customization. And this brings you all that stuff. This add-on is actually so good. And yeah, same with action bar 5. Number of rows, make it 12. Again, you can make this look like that. You can make this look any way you want to. So I would just kind of mess around, with the settings. And you can tweak this. There's no limits on how this looks. But yeah, personally, I take 4 and 5 just to be lines. And I will move that now over as well. Again, to fine tune it, just click one by one on the placement. Slide it down a little bit. And something like that. I'll put my damage down here. Damage meter. Let me actually move my camera up here. And this, to me, is a good look. This add-on also works great with like most add-on or action bar modifiers, like UI modifiers. So for example, if you want to have it darker, you can use frame color. It also has its own dark mode. I'm not sure why that's not working right now. It did work lately. It updated and now it's not working. But you can use frame color. Also great add-on to kind of darken the whole UI. There's a bunch of add-ons that do that for you though. But yeah, that is my action bar setup. You can customize this any way you want to. But if you want to do it exactly like me, then there's the how-to. So like I said earlier though, this add-on is not just your action bars. It's everything, right? Bags, micro menu. You can choose here to not show stuff. Always show FPS, show ping. The bags, you can hide the bags. Expand the bags like this. Hidden. Yeah. Wait, oh, what happened there? Sorry, I messed it up. But yeah. everything can be changed. I would say just kind of scroll through the add-on and read all the stuff you can do. It's really, really cool. I'm not going to cover absolutely everything now. But one more thing that's very nice to note is the cast bar. You see the cast bar is also the modern WoW UI. This should also work on your enemy, which is great. It's a bit big now though, huh? So let's go here. Cast bar, player, that's yours. I'll make this a little bit smaller. Something like 0.70 for me. I like that. Maybe a little bit bigger, actually. As you can probably imagine, you can tweak this for hours and hours. So don't spend your whole life just tweaking this add-on. But I quite like messing with my UI and is getting it just right. Okay, there we go. I like that. And again, this is going to work on any version of Classic, Classic, Kata Classic, Mob Classic is coming out soon. So it's really good. Then we can also go to buffs. You can change your buffs up here. I don't really have any. Do I have buffs now? Yeah, I have one buff. You can change the size in this, the placement, everything. Buffs and debuffs. Your minimap, quest tracker. To be honest, like, I'm not even read all these settings, but you can, like, you know, choose what you want to be changed. If you like the old spell book, then don't have this checked. Person though, I think it looks way better with this add-on, way cleaner. Yeah, it's just better in my opinion. And then we also have unit frames. So up here, there's me, there's my target. We can also move this around, these around a little bit. Oh, that's my party. Oops. I like having them down a little bit, so I'll move them. I'm not sure why it's making that sound. Target, move that over here a little bit. And then I also have my Druid power bar. That's a different add-on. That's called, what's it called? Druid bar classic. If you want to see your mana outside of form. But yeah, I just wanted to do a follow along guide on this. It's not very complicated, but at first, at least, I was quite daunted, if that's the word, because it was a bit confusing. But it's actually very simple once you get the hang of it. And yeah, there's a quick video on how to fix your UI with the Dragonflight UI add-on. Thanks to the guy who made this. Again, his name is Karl-Heinz Schneider. I'll link this down below. I think it's my favorite add-on and in Classic. And yeah, it's really, really, really good. Class icon portrait, by the way, as well. So many settings, guys. It's actually insane. Pet bar, XP bar, stance bar, everything. But yeah, there's a quick guide on how to set this up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.